Everyone, welcome back to Bez V'Frat here at Shira David Baruch Hashem. Such beautiful slichas today. Yudi was beautiful today, Baruch Hashem. Actually, you could say the words, it was good. We davened, it was nice. Baruch Hashem. Beautiful Kriyas HaTorah. We're so lucky. Emes.
3 Kohen.
We had 3 Kohanim today. Wow, unbelievable. All right, so we're learning Likutey Halachos, and we are in Hilchos Netilas Yadayim. Good morning, Yossi. And we are in Hilchos Netilas Yadayim, L'Suda, right? Washing our hands for a Suda. And we're in Halacha Vav, and today we're up to letter Kuf Vav, which is 106. So it's 6106. Baruch Hashem. Okay. So yesterday we were learning this amazing idea why we there's a bracha rishon that when it comes to brichas nenet, when it comes to brachas the things that we eat and we to enjoy, we have a bracha before we eat the thing or drink it, whatever it is, and then there's a bracha after, right? We have an after bracha. When it comes to reyach, when it comes to smelling of besamim, there's only a bracha before, but there's no bracha after, right? So the bottom line was because the whole idea is to get us to reyach. The reyach is an idea to sense the Yiras Hashem, right? To sense the Yiras Hashem. That's like we said, Mashiach Tzidkenu. He has his nose. He's going to be able to sense right from wrong, who's righteous, who's not righteous, all from the scent, from his sense of scent. And we said, why was that so important? Because again, the sense of scent was never defiled during with the sin of the Eitz Hadas Tov Ra. Okay. And sometimes when we eat, we're trying to get to that point of the Oros HaRotzon, where we said that the Malchus is connected to the Yira, right? And when we have the bright Malchus, right, we bring that Malchus goes up on high to the Yam HaChachma. It brings us down all of the blessings, right? So that's why we eat. When we eat, we make a bracha before, and then we make the bracha after, in order to reinforce the idea of the Yiras Hashem. And if we have that Yiras Hashem, that's the main thing. When you smell something, so that's the whole point. Is it brings you to that you sense something special. When you smell something, there's something special. You feel connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You feel connected to Hashem when you smell something, right? When you made a bracha on it. So since you're feeling that closeness, so therefore there's no bracha after. Today we're going to learn about.
Is there a reason that we couldn't, carry around some bisamim of some kind and say a bracha and to try and bring close to Hashem?
You can.
Yeah,
Anytime you want to smell something, you make a bracha. Yeah, no problem. You can do that anytime you'd like. Sfaradim do that a lot. I notice you go to Sfaradi shuls, they always have on the beam, they always have a besamim. People walk by, they make a bracha, and they smell.
Two different kinds. They always say, what did you say?
It's Atzei besamim. No, that's Atzei besamim. Okay, good. Okay, so Atzei besamim, you'll make. Let's say you have a hadas.
Yeah.
Hadasim, right? So they're on a stick. They're on a branch.
That's right.
So then you're smelling the atzei besamim. But if you took the hadasim off and put them in a bowl, then you would make bar minim besamim. If it's connected to a branch, then you make the atzei besamim.
Can we make atzei for Havdalah? Can we make an atzei for Havdalah?
Mine besamim. We do mine,
all
kinds
because
it's mine besamim, because we have different besamim also. Like in your besamim, there's many different kinds in there.
There's also another book, Zasmi.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's why I said meaning. There's two of them: borei mine besamim
And atzei
borei
besamim.
atzei. If it's on a stick, which people do, I see it. It's
These
branches.
What's Uzbek?
Is that the same thing?
I think so.
Okay.
It's very atzei besamim. Oh, either way. Okay. Today we're going to learn the Maila of Eretz Yisrael. Today we're going to learn about Eretz Yisrael. How you like that? You see that? Here we go.
We're here.
Yes, Baruch Hashem. Haidul Hashem Kitai. Okay, Kavav. V'zeh malus Eretz Yisrael. And this is the beauty of Eretz Yisrael, the advantage that Eretz Yisrael has. Shesham ikir klali yisaylamis. Because in Eretz Yisrael is where we have this idea that we're mixing the upper world together with the lower world. They come to meet over here. Right? When you go to Maras HaMachpelah, they have a big sign, they say Pesach Gan Eden. Right? Is that true, Yossi? Mm-hmm. Right? You're walking into the opening of Gan Eden. Well, that's not in this world. Right? And then you go to the Kotel Maravi, right? The Kotel, so you buy the Kotel, Harabayit, so over there, that was the Makam HaMikdash, right? And over there, that's where heaven and earth mamash met. With the sacrifices, right? We learned that the Kohen would sacrifice his sacrifice on the altar, and then Hashem would send down the fire, and then they would meet right there. It was the Klolius Elamais, the Darei Mala with the Darei Mata together. Right? All these ideas that we learned about the Darei Mala, Darei Mata, we learned about that when we say Kadosh, 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 right? We say it 3 times. So why do we say it 3 times? Once is the upper world, right? The lower world, and then the middle one is to bring the 2 together. Anytime we have 3s, that's how we have it, right? We learned that when it comes to Birchas Hamazon, right? We have 3 brachas. We have the first 3 brachas in Birchas Hamazon. The first blessing in Birchas Hamazon was established by Moshe Rabbeinu, right? The second blessing was established by Yoshua. And the third blessing was established by Shlomo Melech and David HaMelech, right? Yeah. Right. So we said that the whole idea of Moshe Rabbeinu is Darei Mala. David HaMelech, Shlomo Melech are down here in Yerushalayim. They're working on Yerushalayim, the base of Mikdash, and Yeshua is mending them together. So you have that in benching also.
Is that the same thing when we do the in the morning after Korbanos we do the Ketoret.
Yeah.
And there are 3 lines that we say 3 times.
Hashem Tzavokais. Yeah.
Is that the same thing? Because you say it 3 times.
Anytime you're doing 3, that's what you're doing. Yeah, 3s are. That's what 3s are. You're bringing the upper world together with this world and mending them, bringing them together. Okay. So anyway, Eretz Yisrael is the place that all this happens. Right? And Jews, no matter where they are around the world, they always find, where is east, west, wherever they are around the globe, they're always pointing towards Yerushalayim. They're always going to Eretz Yisrael. Ikam Shachas Hadas HaKodesh, this is the place where you get the main das. What's the main das? Knowing Hashem. We said, right? When you know HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that's a person, that's called an Adam. A person that doesn't know Hashem, doesn't know Torah, doesn't know mitzvahs, he's not called an Adam, right? The das is here to know Hashem, right? If you live in the Eretz Yisrael, you can sense the protection that Hashem has for us, right? And we were surrounded by a lot of friends, right? A lot of friends, right, Yossi? But somehow, Baruch Hashem, we're okay. It's amazing, right? Tamid Eini Hashem Elokecha Ba Mereishis Hashana Ad Achrish Shana, right? Unbelievable. Hashem has special attention for Eretz Yisrael. Ikar Hamshachas Hadas HaKodesh V'Hayedei Zeh Ikar Ha'aras Ha'yira. This is how you get the main yira of Ha'arotza. So the whole point of eating, when you eat, you can come to this Aras Ha'arotza, and you can come to this connection to Hashem that you can only really get while you're eating, because you feel that sense of gratitude that Hashem gave you that food, right? Right? You're eating your bread, your sandwich, your fruits, or whatever you're eating, and then you realize, wow, HaKadosh Baruch Hu made this. It's so delightful. It's so special. You made it for me. And then you come to love HaKadosh Baruch Hu, fear HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and you feel that desire to want to be closer to Hashem, that we can accomplish while we're eating, especially the fruits of Eretz Yisrael, right? The Zayaminim of Eretz Yisrael. All of this you accomplish in Eretz Yisrael. So everyone living outside of Eretz Yisrael, they have a handicap, right? They're trying to be able to do this, but here this is the headquarters. Now let's remember, Rav Nosson is writing this, and he was writing this, and he was in Uman. Right, but Rav Nosson's mind was always on Eretz Yisrael. Right? The Baal Shem Tov says, you are where your mind is. Right? You are where your mind is. Where your thoughts are, that's where you are. It's amazing, right? You are where your thoughts are. So there are people in Eretz Yisrael that they're thinking about being everywhere else around the world. And they're not really here. Right? And then there are people outside of Eretz Yisrael longing to come to us, and they're thinking about it. This is not here, but they're actually here. It's fascinating. Anyway, okay. The main point of Eretz Yisrael is the Beis Hamikdash. And if you don't think that that's true, go ask Hamas. They'll tell you it's true. Right? Hamas will tell you it's true. The main point is the Beis Hamikdash, right? They know it. We're not convinced of it yet, but our enemies, they know it. Right? The Iranians know it, the Houthis know it. These guys all know the main point is the Beis Hamikdash. Shenikra Hara Maria. It's called Hara Maria. Right? When Hashem spoke to Avram Avinu, he said he's going to Hara Maria. Remember that? Hara Maria. Kishem Reach HaKetoros. Because Maria, from the Reach, the idea, right? It comes from the idea of the Ketoros. We had the mar and the nair and the different spices in the ketoros. Who said that? Yaakov Avinu said that, right? Yaakov Avinu said, and he didn't know. Right? Yaakov Avinu decided he's going to go to sleep after he wasn't learning in Yeshiva Shem Behaver. He didn't sleep, and he gets to Mokim Hamikdash. He goes to sleep, and he wakes up in the morning. Wow, how awesome is this place? He had no idea. And that's the place where you feel that longing, that you want to come closer to Hashem. The same way the people felt that when they came to the Beis Hamikdash. They felt the reverence, they felt the awe of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. They felt they wanted to be closer to Hashem. The whole thing is Ratzah Ahava, a burning desire of love. That's the whole idea of the Ketoros, the whole idea of the Beis Hamikdash, Eretz Yisrael. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives Avram Avinu instructions. Lech lecha, go to yourself, find yourself. Lech lecha, from where me'artzecha, get out of your land. You think you're in your country, you have your country and all the things of the country. Forget about the country, forget about all of that stuff. Right, all of the holidays of the countries and all of that, get out of that. Umay ladetecha, what is he telling him? Oh, the tendencies your father had, he was a Balkas, you're a Balkas, he was a this and he was that. And people think that they're attached to the way what their families are. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is telling Avram Avinu, Lech me'artzecha, forget about the country you come from. Leave all that behind. Leave that all behind. Umay v'ladetecha, where you're born, and all your things that you think you're connected to the family, and you have to do things because you're part of that family. No, leave that. From your lineage, right? From your heritage, right? The whole idea of mibeis avicha. People that pride themselves that they have a yichus, right? You know what yichus is, right? They tell their pedigree. Yichus is pedigree, right? Right? People go, oh, I was related to this guy, to this Rebbe. Okay, great. What are you doing? Right? That's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu is telling Avram Avinu. It's beautiful that you see the words that he tells him. Unbelievable. El Aretz Asher Arekam, and go to the land that I'll direct you. That I'll direct you to go to. Operish Rashi v'legila loy haaretz miyad kidei lechaveva be'einav. Oh, that's beautiful. When you go on a trip with the kids, right? You're taking the kids out. You don't tell them where you're going. You don't tell them.
Where are we going?
You're going somewhere. We're going somewhere. You're going to really enjoy it, but you don't tell them. Right? And then you're traveling. Are we almost there yet? Are we almost there yet? Are we almost there? You ever do that?
Mm-hmm.
Right? They keep asking you. They're almost there. This is what HaKadosh Baruch Hu does. Go to the place that I'll direct you. Could you imagine you leave? We don't even think about what that means. Avraham Avinu is living over there in Mesopotamia, wherever the heck you are, all the way far away. Okay, now go on a journey. Take all your things with you. Leave. Where are you going? I have no idea. I'm just going. It's fascinating. And Avraham Avinu said, Hashem, okay, fine, I'm in. And he went. What?
No pilot trip.
Pilot trip. Pilot, no, he had to pilot his way. It's amazing. And he went with his donkeys and his things, and it's just amazing. We read it, but if you think it through, right? If you think it through, really, he just went. He had no idea where he was going. Unbelievable. So Rashi says, "Kidei lechavev beinav," so he should become more dear, and he should become more beloved to him, more beloved as he's getting there. He doesn't know about it, but he wants to. Where is this place? Where is this place? Hainu kimeyacha sheika shleimus Eretz Yisrael hu shesham zoichin loras harotzon hamuflak, because the whole place of Eretz Yisrael is to come to this Oros HaRotzon HaMuflak, this powerful desire to feel connected to Hashem. I want to be connected to Hashem. It's amazing. We have that here. He didn't tell him right away, so he should think about it. And he should become become more in love with it, more in love with the idea. Therefore he should pine and long, and he should have that desire to come closer to himself. And that's how he was able to, because of his deep desire and his connection that he wanted to be connected to Hashem. That's how he was able to get here. In order to be to accept the holiness of Eretz Yisrael. It's amazing, the holiness of Eretz Yisrael. The main point is the rotzon and the longing, that connect, feeling that bound, that you're bound one with Hashem. Here's a good one. Now, you ever wonder why, whenever you're trying to do something of holiness, and you just feel that there's so many obstacles coming at you all the time?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, we all do, right?
Yeah.
Anytime there's an obstacle coming, anytime you're trying to do something good, there's always an obstacle. So what does the Yetzer Hara tell you all the time? Hey, you see, it's not really good, because if you was good, you would be able to do it. You can't do it, so give it up. But we know that every time you have a miniyah, is only to be mechazik the cheshek. Right? The HaKadosh Baruch Hu sends you the miniyah, the obstacle, in order to be mechazik the cheshek, you should have more desire for it. Right? Right? All these guys are trying to get to Uman, right? And then they make an announcement, they're canceling the flights to Moldova. You're talking about thousands of flights.
It's really for sure.
I have no idea.
Wait, are you just saying that, or?
No, that's when.
They said that, yeah, just the other day.
Oh, that Israel's canceling flights?
No, Moldova canceled them.
They said they can't come into Moldova airport.
Incoming, really, all these, wow.
Yeah.
That's thousands of people.
Thousands, yeah. No, so what they can do? They can now. No. So now, no. You don't understand. So now they're gonna have to be mechazik their cheshek more. Then it'll be changed. It'll change.
Every year.
Yes, it'll change. It'll change. This is the
This
point.
is the point. You're saying it's how bad do you want it? And
yearning.
And when you yearn for it, you can. Avraham Avinu wanted to get it, and he just kept. I want to get here. He didn't know where he was going, but I want to get here. It's amazing. Do you realize what happened with Avraham Avinu? He left with his family, everything. He had no idea where he was going. But he says, I want to be one with Hashem. So if I want to be with Hashem, I will have to follow what Hashem wants. And that's how it's any time. You're trying to take on another mitzvah. You're trying to do such another mitzvah well. The best example is every time Erev Shabbos, right? Erev Shabbos, right? Erev Shabbos is great, right? The whole idea of Shabbos is what? Sholem. Shabbos, Sholem, Umavorach, right? The whole idea of Shabbos is Sholem, right? So right before Shabbos, all the time, where's this? There's no hot water, this, there's so many things go up in the house, right?
I forgot the wine.
No. All the things. Why? To disturb the peace in the house. But if you know they're going in, hey, wait a second. All these things that are coming at me, I understand they're only coming at me because they're trying to challenge me, but I know what my goal is. My goal is I want to have Sholem. My goal is I want to get to the Rebbe. My goal is I want to finish Shas. My goal is I want to learn Shulchan Aruch. Whatever it is, whatever the thing is, it doesn't matter. There always will be an obstacle, but you want to say something, Michelle? Okay, but
I had this discussion with Nisim Black, who's here for Shabbos.
Yeah.
Does the tzaddik break his Yetzer Hara? I thought of Nachman. I broke it. I broke my taiva for food. I broke my taiva for znos. I broke my taiva for mammon. I broke it. It wasn't easy. It mamish sucked the life out of me. But I broke it. And he was saying no. But then there's another idea that for the tzaddik, the greater you become, the greater the
bigger Yetzer Hara. The Gemara says that.
Yeah, is that
the
is
Gemara
that right?
says that when Mashiach, right, they're going to see the Rosh is going to see that the example is his Yetzer Hara was like a hair in a glass of milk. The Gemara says that, right? There was like a hair. So how difficult is it to flick that out? And the tzaddik is going to see he had a big Yetzer Hara, like a big mountain, and they're both going to be crying. The Rosh is going to be crying that this little Yetzer Hara, I couldn't deal with this. I couldn't flick the hair out of the milk. And the tzaddik is going to cry, Hashem, you let me get over this big Yetzer Hara? Wow, how did I do that? Right? Because we said whatever degree, it's always equal, right? Everything HaKadosh Baruch Hu keeps always everything balanced, right? You know that, right? Everything in the world's balanced. So if you go up in Kedusha, you get a big Yetzer Hara. The more you go up in Kedusha, you have a big Yetzer Hara. It was only David HaMelech that said that he has a cholol b'kirbi. He says that in Tehillim. He had a cholol b'kirbi. Why? Because he fasted so much, he vanquished his Yetzer Hara. That's what David HaMelech said.
Reb Nachman also said.
Reb Nachman said, well, so Rabbi Nachman, he came back and he said he fasted a lot. He used to fast from one week to the next, but he came back and he said that wasn't a good idea. Rabbi Nachman said it wasn't a good idea that I did that.
But he said you broke the taiva from.
But he said he said that was not the right way. He said that was not the right way. That's what Rabbi Nachman said.
From Niyov, he said that he said he broke Niyov.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just wondering if did he say he broke Niyov?
I don't recall. Niyov, the desire for immorality. Immorality.
Sure, yeah.
I think he did.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. Yeah.
It was the hardest.
Of breaking the Yetzer Hara?
Listen. He was obviously working on these ideas because he made the Tikkun HaKloli, right? Which is the Tikkun HaKloli, right?
Yeah.
So, and then he was the one that revealed that. It wasn't easy, but the Baruch Hashem, the Rebbe revealed the Tikkun HaKloli. Okay, anyway, let's get back to, well, that was some tangent. Okay, very good. Okay, Shezeh bechinas klal kol ha-meniyas sheyesh l'chol echad l'davar shebekdusha v'chol ma she'adavar shebekdusha gadol yoser yesh lo meniyas yoser. How do you like that? And the greater thing you're trying to achieve, how great that thing is, you're going to have bigger obstacles. It's counterintuitive, mamish. It's the way a person would think, listen, I'm really trying to listen, Hashem, you want me to do this, so, well, help me. Hashem says, no, do you really want to do this? Do you really want to accomplish this? Like with Avraham Avinu, do you really want to get to Eretz Yisrael? And if you do still, and you can overcome the obstacles, then of course you'll see the light. But it's all about your desire. We keep learning about this whole idea. The whole idea is the desire, the will, right? And that's the greatest thing. Someone called me yesterday and he said to me, I don't understand. You keep saying that we don't really have free will. There's no free, because Hashem knows what we're going to do. And I said, that's true. The free will that we have is our will. The free will is the will that we have, what we desire.
We have a choice.
Free will, we have freedom to will, to desire something. What we will actually accomplish, that's up to Hashem. I don't have choice in that. Where I'm going to end up and where I'm going to be and all of the different things, that's based on, but I can desire anything I want, and that's the power when you desire something. Because that's what can motivate the person to overcome the obstacles in order to accomplish what he's trying to accomplish.
Desire is also pretty limited by all kind of circumstances that the person grew up where,
I understand, but sure.
So many.
Look, we said that's in Sasha. That's why we said we're never going to judge anyone. Right? We can't get. We don't even know ourselves. So I'm going to try to go figure out the other guy. But I'm trying to figure out things in my own life. Right? Everyone here is trying to figure. I'm going to go try to figure out somebody else's life. I have no idea, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows He knows all the parameters of everything, of how every life was set up, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu sets it up for us. Amazing, it's amazing.
Rabbi Ruth says that if you want something as in alignment with Hashem's will,
yeah.
If you don't get it because you're praying, it's only because you didn't want it enough.
Yeah.
But you can get anything that you want, really want, that's in alignment with His will.
Good, that's right. It says, Hakol bidei shemayim chutz me'yira shemayim. Right? Hakol bidei shemayim. Everything is dependent on heaven. Heaven decides if you're going to get this, that, the other thing, whatever it is. But heaven's not dependent on yira shemayim. If you ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu for yira shemayim, that you'll get, because that's certainly good. Right? You ask Hashem for physical, for materialism, right? For material things, it may be good for you, may not be good for you. Hashem may decide to give it to you, may not. Hakol bidei shemayim, chutz me'yira shemayim. Ask Hashem for yira shemayim. This is what you're saying, that if you're asking Hashem things in line with Hashem to serve Hashem, of course He'll give it to you. But you're going to get the obstacle that comes with it. Because the obstacle is there to tell you that you really want it.
You want it, right.
Well, I want it. If it's exactly like this, if it meets the criteria of what I want, the way I want it, then I want it.
You won't get it.
That's okay. Shikar Kedusha, Liskois Lerotzan Shu Ikar Tachlis. The main thing of Kedusha is to come to this idea, and that's the main point, is this idea of Rotzan. And therefore they prevent the guy because Hashem wants him to have more desire. So he goes, you pray for the thing, now they want to say, okay, now does he really want it? He says he wants it. Now let him demonstrate it. Where's the bitachon in that? Does he really want it? If you really want it, then you'll overcome this obstacle, the next one, and then you'll achieve what you're trying to achieve, and that's why we have the ups and downs, right? We always have your aliyahs and yeridas, right? HaKadosh Baruch Hu always checks the person before he goes up to the next level, right? So the Hashem, how does He check the person to see if he's ready to go to the next level? He has a yerida, right? He has a yerida. He falls down. Now he falls down, like it says, Sheva Yipol Tzadik V'Kam. Right? Sheva Yipol Tzadik V'Kam. The Tzadik falls down, but he keeps getting up. He keeps getting up. So he falls down, and that's like the springboard to get him to the next level, if he knows how to do that. Right? The Rebbe says you have to be a Baki Barotzi, Baki B'Shav. You have to know how to go close to Hashem, and you have to know how to come, when you're away, how to get back safely. Right? How to get back safely.
That's all of us on our spiritual level.
Everyone.
Everybody.
We always have these ups and downs. We always have the ups and downs. And then you can come to that thing of holiness completely, because now you earn it. See, if he just gives it to you, you didn't earn it.
You don't appreciate it.
You don't appreciate it. It's not yours. But if you work on it and you persevere in order to get it, and then you accomplish it, it means so much more. Look, it's like that too, like this. Look, you could take two people. One guy is born with a lot of money, and he has his money. Does it mean anything to him? Generally not. Generally, it doesn't mean anything, because he was born with it. He has it. It means nothing to him. But then there's another guy that was born in poverty, and he made it, and he became a wealthy person. The money means so much more to the person. I'm giving you this example because we could relate to it. When it comes to something of holiness, if the guy can read well and he knows how to read everything, and so what's the big deal? So he learned a little more. But the guy that's trying to read and trying to understand, and he's really working on it, and he says, I'm going to learn another word, I'm going to learn another word and another word, and these are all obstacles. These are all obstacles. When that person accomplishes it, how much greater is that? You understand? How much greater is that? Do you see the difference?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? When you work for it and you accomplish it, you appreciate it so much more. And you can come to this thing with this incredible want, this incredible desire. That's the main point in our lives. To want more, to get closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. This is the tachlis, the purpose of why we're here. So then this guy that wanted to come to Israel, and he's working so hard, he's praying and praying and praying. I could tell you out there, right? I wanted to come to Eretz Yisrael for a long time, right? A lot of prayers. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm telling you, it was a lot of prayers. I tried many times. I filled out the paper. This didn't work. Pray again. Fine. Okay, Baruch Hashem, I'm here. I don't take it for granted at all. Every morning I wake up and I say, Hashem, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe it. What am I doing here?
I want to make a point, at least as I believe, that your yearnings and your wanting is the most important thing, because you can get to your ideal weight with that, you can get your ideal job with that, you can get to, you can replace your anger with compassion.
Yeah.
All these things you can do with this.
If you have the right will. Yeah, you have to have the willpower. They call that willpower, right?
Well, I don't know if I like the word power here, because what it says, if you really want
The power, willpower. You have power. You put power into the will. Yes.
Power into the will, and Hashem. So one of the things that Arush said is that in this book, he says, there are some things that you're trying to get, you're trying to do it, and you just can't do it.
Yeah.
And if you ask Hashem and you really want it, He will allow you, He will give it to you. He'll make it happen.
He'll make it, but you have to want it. But again, there's going to be an obstacle. He didn't tell you that. There's going to be an obstacle.
Well,
and then you have to want it more. And there's going to be another obstacle. And you want it more.
Right. You will have the obstacles.
No, but you need to understand that. It's integral to understand.
Because it shows how much you want it. And you'll get it if you want it enough.
So now it's like, Yishabayim L'Eretz Yisrael, Oila Adavar Shebilusha, Tzrichen Oilis Gabe Beretzoynos Toivim, Ukisufim Gedolim LaHashem Yisbarach Yizeh Hika. So when you come to Eretz Yisrael, or whatever you're learning, whatever way of your Avodas Hashem that you accomplished, you have to just take it to the next level. You have to keep increasing it. You can't be okay. A Jew is always like a candle, right? You ever see a candle? A candle is always flickering. It's always going up and down, up and down. That's why a neshama is compared to a candle. Why? Because a candle, you look at a candle, you see it's jumping up and down. Because a neshama is always going up and down. That's us. That's us. You always have to go higher and higher and higher.
Where does this come from? Is there a Likutey Moran that has?
Yeah.
Because I don't see a reference to the Likutey Moran.
This is based on lesson 8.
Lesson 8.
Lesson 8 in the second book. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. The main lesson, Halachah Vav, that we're learning in, that was 7. This now we're learning is based on Halachah, is the Torah Ches. Okay, let's go to Kuf Zayin. Wow, look at this. HaKadosh Baruch Hu said to Avram Avinu, I'll make you into a great nation. And you'll be blessed. And I'll make your name great. Right? It'll become famous. How you like that? See that? HaKadosh Baruch Hu promised Avram Avinu with 3 categories. Children, right? L'goy gadol, that's children, right? If you can become a great nation, it means you have to have children, right? Mammon, right? You'll be blessed with money. He'll be blessed with money. Avram was very, very wealthy, right? Val Hashem, he'll have a great name. That's the great das that you can accomplish in the land of Eretz Yisrael. Oh, that's easy. Right? We have the idea between the idea of the ben and the Talmud, the student and the son, right? Different levels, right? You have the level of a son and his relationship with the father. You have a student, which can be a rabbi, can have a student, and the student is considered the son of the teacher. Ki gam hatalmidim kuruyim banim, because not only are biological children called children, but also children if a person teaches a person the right way to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that's also called a child. Like the Gemara says in Sanhedrin, in the tractate of Sanhedrin on page 99 on the second side. Okay, now he says here, Al Yedei Ha'oras Beinu Talmud Zeichen LeParnasa. How do you like that? Through Bein and Talmud, you come to Parnasa V'Ashiris Kameshim Mavay Yisham, as it says over there, V'zeh Sheftichu Ala Mammon, and that's what he promised him, they'll have money, K'moi Shekosa V'Avarechecha B'Mammon. Ki Al Yedei Zeh Hadas Zeichen LeMammon V'Ashiris. When a person has this Yiras Hashem, when he has this, he can come to have plenty of money. Why? Because especially we said when we're eating. When you're eating, you come to feel that connection to Hashem. You're in awe with what HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave you, this food. You're in awe with that. So then that we said that's the Malchus. The Yira is Malchus. The Malchus goes all the way up on high. The Malchus is down here. But the Malchus takes a trip all the way up, and it goes all the way to the Yam HaChochma, the Yadayim Shebechachma, right? He goes up there, and he takes it and he turns on the pipeline with all the blessing to come into the person's life.
What does this mean here? It says, and you covered this up, not ahead, I don't think. Through the illumination of son and disciple, one attains sustenance and wealth.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
I know, but I don't understand what that means yet.
We're gonna get.
If I have a disciple, like someone who's learning from me,
if you have your children or a disciple, children or disciples, it's the same idea.
Yeah.
Because again, you're bringing more Yiras Hashem. The more Yiras Hashem, you teach them to have Yiras Hashem, that brings more Yira. That brings more Yira. Yira brings Parnasa.
That brings me more Parnasa or my children more Parnasa?
Everybody.
Everybody. Both.
Everybody. Isn't that great? Is there a gadla shemecha bechinas aras harotzai? Shezeh bechinas l'shimcha l'zarecha tavas nefesh. The whole Ma'ashem is Gabrim B'Ritzoynes Toivim V'Kisufim Gedoshim L'Hashem. And the more you want to get closer to Hashem, and the more you pine to be closer to Hashem, Yisbarach Nechlolim B'Yosef B'Shmaya Kodesh. So then you're included with the name of Hashem. Whose name is great? Hashem's name is great. When you want to become one with Hashem, so you're becoming one with the name of Hashem. So that's how you become great, because Hashem's name is great. We're all trying to get closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Hey. The Haitian is Vasev al Shemai. Avraham's name was Avram. Right? The Torah says, don't call him Avram anymore. Now he's called Avraham. The Hey from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Hey from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Malchus, the Hey. That's the Yira. And if he has the Yira, Avraham Avinu has that right fear, then he's going to have all the blessing comes to him. Shemai Kasav V'layikra oid es shimcha Avram v'haya shimcha Avraham. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave him that extra Hey, the name from his own name. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave him from his name. Ki ois Hey hu bechinas also kalila de leisba mishasusha. Right? This is the right. He's here. He says v'zeh bechinas ma she'ein by mamushas. There's no mamushas to it. Rak shuka v'rotzain levad. When it comes to the word ma, it has nothing, no substance to it. There's no substance to it. What is it? I just feel, ma, what am I? I want to be close to Hashem. Again, it's something spiritual. The same way we say when we smell something, when we have Yiras Hashem, that's spiritual. When we have a feeling a feeling is something spiritual. It's not something physical. There's no mamashas to it. V'zeh b'chinas shem ha'kodesh shu shem of Avaya Baruch Hu from HaKadosh Yud Kei Vav Kei ki ha'hei hu b'chinas rotzai b'chinas ma. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave Avraham Avinu the Hey. Why the Hey? Because the Hey is rotzai. The Hey has in it is from the word ma. Rotzan, will, desire. That's why HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave him the Hey. It's connected to the Malchus. It's connected to the Malchus. It's connected to the Parnasa, everything.
So my name is Mordechai, so that means I have the Hey inside it?
Yeah, whatever. No, one second. She'ein by mamashis rak okay. Shezeh bechinas she'ein ma shakol okay. Ki ahei hu bechinas ratzah bechinas ma shezeh zoch Avraham Avinu al yedei goydel ritzoyne v'kisufa v'atayvim l'Hashem yitbarach. Because Avraham Avinu was always longing to get closer to Hashem. He always wanted, I'm not happy with where I am. I want to be closer to you, Hashem. This is Avraham Avinu. It's beautiful. And that's how his name became great. Why did his name become great? Hashem made his name great because he pined for Eretz Yisrael. He pined to get closer to Hashem. So Hashem gave him the extra Hey. The main avodah of Avraham Avinu was this idea, this desire to be closer to Hashem. That was his whole avodah. He spread that with all the people wherever he went. He went to town squares. Avraham went to town squares and he would preach about HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Right? That's what he would do. Right? You had this guy Charlie, whatever the heck, right? He tried to do what Avraham Avinu was doing, right? He went out there to preach. But Baruch Hashem, Avraham Avinu, they didn't hurt him.
No,
he had Hashem with him, right?
Yeah,
he didn't get hurt. Yeah, wow.
He was the first to give of his heart.
He did, yes, he was, yes. He gave a nediv, right? He gave a donation. It was like almost a donation. He gave his heart to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, a nediv leiv, Harishon. He was the first one to do that. He didn't get the Torah yet. Think about it.
Yeah.
Avraham Avinu didn't have the Torah yet. It wasn't given yet. But Avraham Avinu was able to pine and know what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted. Because he desired Hashem so much. So he knew what the mitzvahs were. He knew what Pesach was. He knew what Tefillin were. He knew what Shabbos was. He knew all the mitzvahs. How did he know? Because he wanted it so much to be close to Hashem. It's so unbelievable to understand that. How he was able to keep the mitzvahs. Rashi tells us he kept all the mitzvahs, right? When the three malachim came, it was Pesach time, and he made matzahs. They made matzah. Matzah, we didn't get out of Egypt yet. He knew about matzahs already. Amazing. Right? He knew about matzah. And even us now after Matan Torah. That's you and I now. As the main point is now, we just have to increase our desire, our longing to come closer to Hashem and to all the mitzvahs. That's what our job is, to come closer to all the mitzvahs. In the machlekes. Now we're gonna go back over here, and he's gonna tie this whole thing together. He's gonna tie all these lessons together, because before we spoke on Samach Tes, which was 69. So now we're in 100. We're in 107 right now, right? We're in 107, but you go back now to 69. So Rav Nosson was talking about then the machlekes with Kairach. Remember Kairach? Right, Korach. Here, watch this. Ure'ei zeh heir Hashem le'inei sefer divrei hayomim. Rav Nosson was learning the sefer divrei hayomim. Right? He was learning the sefer, and he saw something amazing in there. You see this? Rav Nosson was learning, right? He's learning through the Torah. He came to divrei hayomim, and he saw something amazing. What did he see? Shenigdaktiti v'reisi miyaches sham hameshoyrim she'amdu ala duchen mibnei Levi shehem Gershon Kohasim Arari. Right, we know that the people that went up to sing, right, the what do you call it, the choir, the song, the opera, the philharmonic, right, of the Beis Hamikdash. This was from Gershon Kohasim Arari. It's Kapitel Vavi, tells you can look it up. She'enai maskir Shem Yaakov shehu Yisrael. It doesn't mention over there the lineage that goes back till Yaakov Avinu. It doesn't bring it back to Yaakov Avinu. Ki im beheman hameshoyre shu bechinas bnei Korach ben Yitzhak. There was a fellow named Haman, not Haman. Haman. There was a fellow named Haman, and he was a descendant of Korach, and he was one of the singers. He was one of the singers. When it came to Haman in Divrei Hayamim, it brings it back to Yaakov Avinu, specifically with him. Why? Let's learn why. Shemiyachsoi ad ben Levi ben Yisrael. They bring back, we were talking before about Yichus, right? His lineage, right? The lineage, you call it lineage, that the Yichus, the lineage?
Yeah.
Heritage, lineage, pedigree.
Ancestry.
Right, ancestry, right? Goes back to his ancestry. It brings it back to Levi ben Yisrael. Aval Teka ba'achav, but he has brothers. Osaf she'enai b'nei Kairach. Then there's other ones that are not part of Kairach. Einai miyachsei ki im ad Gershon ben Levi v'lo yizkir ben Yisrael. Why is that? We learned before in Samach Tes, Yaakov Avinu Davin, that when it comes to Kairach, don't mention my name in Kairach. Do you remember what we learned about that? Why? Because every time we can have generations that can skip, right? A person can have a child, chas v'sholem, that the child won't go in the way of Hashem. But then he'll have a child that'll come back. Why? With the schus of Yaakov Avinu. Remember we learned that? The schus of Yaakov Avinu. Yaakov Avinu said, don't bring my name when it comes to this argument with Korach. Korach is coming to uproot everything. Don't put me into that. I don't want to be part of that. Because it has to be pure, so that way my Ratzon, the Ratzon of Yaakov has to be so pure, so that way the generations will always be able to catch back up. and there'll always be able to be continuity with the generations. But when it came here, it's his child, the child of Kairach. Now he mentions his name? What's going on? Haman. He was a descendant of Korach. What's going on? Here, look at this. V'chein ben name memori miyachas oisem ad meroi ben Levi v'lo yiskashem gam kain shem Yisrael. And when it came to the other ones, good guys, he doesn't mention Yisrael. What's going on here? It seems opposite. Last time Yaakov Avinu said, "Put me in all the good things, but don't put me in with the bad things." Now Yaakov Avinu is even the good ones. He's not. His name is. What is going on? Think about this das. Let's raise up our mind now, our understanding. Because he's from the offspring of Kairach. Who rak machmas tfilas Yaakov Avinu shespalu b'kololam al teichat kivoidi. When it comes to, listen, this is amazing. What did we just say about Yaakov Avinu? Okay, you may make a mistake, but the child may make a mistake, but they'll come back. Kairach made a big mistake, but look at his child that came back from him. Haman came from Kairach. He came back. Oh, Yaakov Avinu says, I put my name there. I want to be called with him because that proves the point. This is proving the point that even if a child goes away, the next generation will come back. There'll always be continuity. Yaakov says, put my name with that guy. I want my name with him, with Haman. Look at this. This is amazing. Yaakov when it comes to Kairach and his henchmen, don't put my name over there. But when it comes to duchening, when it comes to singing the songs in the Beis Hamikdash to praise and raise Hashem's name, put my name there, Yaakov Avinu says. Yes, I want to be part of that. Hainu kichol divareinu eila mevarim lemala shema shenizkor shem Yisrael b'yichusai ala duchan ze ikar hatikun shepol Yaakov Avinu. This was the main tikun that Yaakov Avinu was working on. This was the repair he was working on. Sha'afal pisha Kairach yeh chazak b'malchotai. Even though Kairach is so strong with his opposition and he's against Moshe Rabbeinu, he's fighting. V'yiftach al zarei, but he has betochen on his children. Shehem ha'mashaleshes gedoyle she'amdu imenu, v'afa pichein la yuchal lekalel. He can't be cursed. Those his generations won't be cursed. Ad shoyrish elyon ki etzem shoyrish hakedush she'Yaakov Avinu ba'atzmai l'sham la yuchal lagia pegam v'aklol. Haklol. This the Yaakov Avinu says, don't put the pegam of Kairach to me. Don't let it attack me. I need to keep myself pure, so that way I can keep davening for the generations, so they'll be pure. Adarabba, ayedei nekudas kedushas Yaakov, ayedei ze yigma Hashem yizbarach kiritzoyne. Through the holiness of Yaakov Avinu, Hashem will be able to complete his desire, what Hashem wants, for the way things will work out with the generations. Shetiyeh hanekuda mistateres b'derech nifla. It'll come in a wonderful way. Ad shebesayv yetzu imena shashelas gedoyla v'akol b'koyach kedushas Yaakov. All of this is because of the holiness of Yaakov Avinu. Look at this. We started learning today about Avram Avinu, Eretz Yisrael, right? Eretz Yisrael. Avram Avinu is longing. Yaakov Avinu is also longing for the continuity of Klal Yisrael. Yaakov Avinu is pining that we should get to Mashiach. Yaakov Avinu was trying to tell his children the end of time. What was Yaakov Avinu doing? He was thinking about the end of time. Yaakov, that's his whole tafkid. He's pining to get us to the finish line. That's all Yaakov Avinu is doing. So Yaakov Avinu says, wait a second, Hashem, don't put Kairach and his machlokes, his argument with my name, because then I'm not going to be able to have the power to get to the finish line. I'll be blemished. So don't put my name there. Oh, but his offspring, that proves my point, Yaakov Avinu says. Haman proves my offspring. Again, he's Haman. This is not Haman. Haman. This is the descendant of Kairach, okay? Not Haman, okay? Just remember that, okay? I just want to make sure we understand that. He's a descendant of Kairach. Yaakov says, put me with him to prove... Right.
Who was Haman? I don't know who that was.
He was an offspring of. He was one of the singers. He was one of the singers in the Beis Hamikdash of it. He was one of the ones that were doing the duchening.
And this is why Korach.
Yes, Shmuel came from him also.
And this is why Korach screwed up, because he thought it was coming from him, and it made a mistake.
He made a big mistake.
A big mistake with his son.
The Kairach here nishar. Now look at this. Look at this. The Kairach here nishar Kairach. Kairach is going to be always known as a bald guy. Korach, Kairach, bald. Is that what it means, bald, right, Sasha? How do you say in Hebrew someone's bald? Kairach, he's bald. Kairach is always going to be known as the bald guy. Mikan Dikan, from all over. Why is that? Think about it. Why was Kairach upset at Moshe Rabbeinu, remember?
Because he wanted some
he
honor.
picked him up. He picked him up and he did a waving with him, and he shaved off all his hair. Remember?
Shaved off all whose hair?
All the Levium, all the Levites. All the Levites got their hair shaved off.
The body.
The whole body, no hair.
Oh boy.
And then he picked them up and he waved them like a lulav, the remez. So Kairach is always going to be known as the bald guy. Mikan dekan. Valkein daika beheman amishayra ben Kairach mibnei Kairach. Therefore, Haman, he was the one that came from Kairach. Niska yichus ad Yaakov Yisrael. Bring it back to Yaakov Yisrael. Prove the point that a family will always continue. It will continue. It may break up here one generation to the next, but it'll come back again. There'll be someone in the family that'll come back again, and the continuity will be there. There may be a break. There may be a break in it. But it doesn't matter. It'll come back. The same way Kairach was no good. But it came back when it came to this guy Haman, and he was the one that he was a singer in the Beis Hamikdash. He believed that in Torah's Moshe. He believed in the holiness of the Torah. He believed in the holiness of the Levium. And he believed how holy that a Levi was, that he could be the singer in the Beis Hamikdash. That was amazing. They didn't need it. Gershon and Merari, Gershon, Kos, Merari, they were good guys. They didn't need Yaakov Avinu. They were good by their own. They didn't need this power. They didn't need the power of Yaakov Avinu. They were good on their own. We said like this. Remember, the Jewish people were like sheep, right? We flock together, right? Right? They say we flock together, right? We flock together. But then there's always some sheep that fall aside. Those sheep that fall aside. Then the tzaddik comes with his roya, with his arm, and he brings them back. Yaakov Avinu has to help out Haman. He needs him. So I'll come get him. But Gershon and Merari, they're in the flock. They're fine. You don't need to put my name in there. He doesn't have to pay attention to them. The shepherd doesn't have to take care of the sheep that are running in line. The shepherd doesn't have to deal with them. Right? The shepherd only has to deal with those that fell aside. Right? Then the shepherd needs to deal with them. The ones that are in the middle, no problem. So Gershon, Kos, Merari, they're good. There's no problem with them. They don't need my name. Oh, but Haman, I need to help him out. So Yaakov says, bring my name to him. Bring my name to him. This is amazing. Aval Eitzel b'nei Kairach shekilkel kol kach b'machlukotoi. Because Kairach, he made such a big machloikis. Sham nizka daika shem Yisrael. Oh, there I need to help them. Because they're definitely going to go astray. So Yaakov says, put my name with Haman. With Haman. Put my name with him so I can bring him back and make sure he'll be okay. That's the main tikkun. This is what Yaakov Avinu accomplished with his prayer. Talking about prayer, right? How important prayer is. Yaakov Avinu is praying, don't put my name with Kairach. He prayed for that. But put my name with his offspring. That's okay. V'davar elikim yokem li'olam, and the words of HaKadosh Baruch Hu will always be for all eternity. They'll always uphold and they'll always upstand for all of eternity. Ki ata moram li'olam Hashem, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu is all lofty for all of eternity. Amazing. So this is the end. This is the end of Halacha Vav. Baruch Hashem. This was a wonderful journey. This was a wonderful journey. This is a wonderful journey. All the things we learned. Now we're going to be learning about B'tzias HaPas. So we learned about Hilchos Netilas Yadayim.
Do you have a siyum?
No, well, we can make a scene if you want. No. Well, this was a long, we had 107 lessons. Just in Halacha Vav.
This is amazing.
It is amazing. It is amazing. Now, all the things that we learned about, how important it is when you wash your hands and to lift your hands up. When you're washing your hands, don't hold your hands down. Hold your hands up. Don't let the water run back down. Right? When we learned all these things, right? You make them ala tilas yadayim. Hamaitzi lechem in aretz, the bracha. Remember, it's hamaitzi lechem. Hashem took the bread from this land, from this earth. He took it out of the earth. 10 words in the bracha. Why? Because of the 10 mitzvahs that it pertains to making bread. Unbelievable. All these things we learn, right? When you say the pas, you take it from the part that was a little more well done. Why? Because the fire grabbed it. And if the fire grabbed it, that's Yiras Hashem. Right? So I want to increase my Yiras Hashem. Yiras Hashem, my longing for Hashem. All connected here. Who would have ever thought when I'm eating I can really be connected to Hashem higher than even when I'm davening? This is amazing, right? When
we yearn for it, we can even be close to Him most of the time.
You can be close to
Hashem right now with us.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, but the fact that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you can achieve a closeness with Hashem while you're eating is fascinating. David, is that not fascinating? While you're eating, because you're eating,
when you
can come closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. To me, this is just wonderful. Okay, let's learn the halacha now in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. I just want to look one thing up. Here, give me a second. What's that?
Not that one. That's yours.
This one?
Here we go. Okay, we're learning now. Okay, we're in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. We learned about Aleinu yesterday. Today we're going to learn about leaving the Beis HaKnesses. So, Kapitel Hey. And Pasuk Tes. Here we go. What's that? Oh, Sasha's phone. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're up to Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. We're learning in the laws of Ashrei Uvolet Tzion ad Gemara Tefillah till the end of Tefillah. Today we are up to letter 7. So we're going to do 7 and 8 today, Emetz Hashem, and then we're going to finish this, and then tomorrow, Emetz Hashem, we're going to learn the dinim of Kaddish Yosem, right? The mourner's Kaddish. We'll learn the laws about the mourner's Kaddish. Here we go. You got the place, David? 7? Okay, here we go. When you go out of the Beis HaKnesses, so you're leaving the shul. You finished your learning, you finished your davening, whatever in shul. Now you're leaving the shul. So you're supposed to say this pasuk. This pasuk is in Kapitel Hey. It's in the 5th chapter of Tehillim, and it's pasuk Tes. And which the pasuk says, Hashem necheni b'tzidkosecha leman shoyrai hayosher lefonai darkecha. Okay, this is the pasuk we're supposed to say. Right, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you should guide me and protect me from everything, and all the things of protection while I leave the Beis HaKnesses. U'mishtachaver mul Aron HaKodesh, and you bow towards the Aron HaKodesh. Now, if you're going to bow towards the Aron HaKodesh, which way are you facing? You're going to be facing the Aron HaKodesh. Yeah. So, in other words, when you're walking out of the shul, you turn around So you don't have your back to the Aron Kodesh, and you bow to the Aron Kodesh. You understand? You follow that?
Yeah, same as when you're coming in.
Mul ha'aron HaKodesh, ketalmud hanifta merabbai. The same way if a student is leaving his rabbi, when he leaves the rabbi, he's supposed to leave in that way. Don't walk and put your back towards the rabbi. You're supposed to walk, you're supposed to turn around, face the rabbi, not walk the other way. Okay? So when you're going out of the shul, the same thing. Don't show disrespect to the shul. That you show your back to the shul. That's disrespectful. Lo yetze acharav lo Aron HaKodesh. Don't put your backside to the Aron Kodesh, right? Ella yitztaded, maybe walk on the side. Yitztaded means to walk on an angle. You walk on your side, right? Yitztaded, right? You go on your side. You don't walk straight. Don't walk back, but walk on the how do you say, on the side, right?
Sideways.
Sideways. You walk sideways. Walk sideways. They're beautiful. V'chein biyiridasei min hateva. The same way when you're walking, if you did, let's say you got psicha, right? You got psicha to the Aron HaKodesh, right? So when you walk away from the Aron HaKodesh, you don't turn around to the Aron HaKodesh. You face the Aron HaKodesh. You walk at least 3 steps back. You walk 3 steps back, facing the Aron Kodesh, and then you could turn around and continue, because you don't want to show disrespect to the Aron HaKodesh. You understand that? Right? To the art.
It's just 3 steps you take.
3 steps back. Take 3 steps back,
And then
and then you can turn around, because you don't want to show disrespect. What?
Well, I was also nervous about walking backwards all the way. So
you
I'm
don't
glad
have to
you
walk
said
all the way.
I know, I just learned that just now.
Yeah, 3 steps is okay. 3 steps is okay. Okay, now let's go to Ches. V'kichiyotzim mibeis hakneses also lorutz oy lipsoya psiya gasa. When you're walking out of shul, don't run and don't take large steps. Psiya gasa is large steps, big strides. Is that how you say that? Big strides, big strides. Lefi shemara atzmai she'ikuv beis hakneses doim all of the masa. Oh, I'm leaving the shul. This is the shul is such a. It shows that the shul is such a burden to me. No, so I don't want to do that. Chas v'shalom. Kama devarim amurim yishayilich la'asakav. And how much more so if you're going to go out to work? You know, you like when you're leaving the shul to go to. Okay. Avalim haylich mi beis hakneses lebeis hamedrash. Oh, but if you're going from the beis hakneses, the prayer hall, to the study hall. Mitzvah loritz, then it's a mitzvah to run. Right. So now you're in the prayer hall, and now you want to go study. You want to go learn Torah. So now, no. Don't worry about leaving the prayer hall. Learning Torah is great. So you can run from the prayer hall to the study hall. No problem at all. That's the halacha. You can run it because you're showing that you want to go quickly to learn Torah. If you're running out because you're going to go home, or you're going to go out because you're going to go to work, like we said, they take it easy. They walk slowly. They don't show that that the Beis HaKnesses was a burden. But my work, I love my work, so I'm going to go run to my work. I love my home. I don't love the Beis HaKnesses. I love my home. Then we don't run back. But if you're leaving the prayer hall to go to the study hall, you're allowed to run because you're showing your love for Torah. You're showing your love for Hashem, your desire. Like we're learning, you show your desire to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Everyone should have a wonderful day. And remember, the desire that means so much to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Mazel tov, we finished Halacha Vav. Unbelievable. Everyone have a good day, and we should all hear Besara Tovot.